Yeah.
So in SAP, Ram, so in SAP, how we are handling these transactions? So we have the transaction code. So each and every process there is the one transaction code. If you want to create some purchase requests, then we have the one transaction code. There was a identity number, identity code will be like we are calling it as a T code. T code is a transaction code. Okay, so uh, whatever the transaction you want to run, so you must be aware about that. What is the transaction code we are presented at? Okay, so otherwise two ways we can do. One is either with the transaction code or we can go with the part. So there will be like a part. Okay, if you not remember the transaction code, you can go with the part and you can identify that which transaction code you want to be operate. Okay, so basically what I want to say that if you want to be operate anything, the process or the transaction, you must be go with the T code. Okay, so so for suppose let's say example, so purchase requisition. Now I want to create a purchase requisition. Okay, so then create purchase requisition with the transaction code is ME51N. Okay, so the older versions which is ME51. Okay, so when there is a this N is there, ME51N, that is the latest version, which is like 6.0, 5.0, like 4.7, it is like ME51. Okay, so like if you want to be go with the change, I want to change the purchase requisition. Maybe I just enter mistakenly wrong, or maybe just want to add some more items. Like in case that is like ME52N. Okay, so ME52N and ME52. There is a change. And if you want to go with the display of the purchase requisition, you can go with ME53N. Okay, so each and every step we have the separate transaction code. Okay, so uh, how to operate the SAP? Like we have the SAP logon pad on system. Okay, when you starting your working on the SAP, so there was a SAP logon pad is there. Okay, so you can just connect that logon pad. So in the real time, how it will be like? Okay, so there might be have the separate logon pad. Okay, which is connected in VPN. Okay, so that means if you want to be connect to the client server, okay, client system, there will be a separate VPN. Okay, virtual remote connection network. Okay, so that you need to be log in and you need to be connect that. Okay, then only you can operate this SAP logon pad from the client side. Okay, so there are so many ways which is there. Either we can go with VPN. Okay, either we can go with VPN and connect to the client system. That is the major one. See, the mostly all the client they are following VPN because security reasons. Okay, they don't want to expose their because if you have the access to the directly SAP logon pad on your desktop, what you will do, you might be download the data and maybe there is a possibility of misusing. Okay, so if it is a VPN connectivity, then you're operating their system, their PCs. Okay, so that means if you download the data also, it will be stored in their PC only. It will not store in your desktop. Okay, so that is a VPN they are connecting. Okay. Sometimes maybe depends on the client if they don't want to go with a VPN and they are directly giving the access, that is okay. And moreover, sometimes what will happen, the client will give their laptops and operating that. That is also is possible. Okay. So there was a possibilities are that VPN connectivity and without VPN also it is possible. Okay. So what do you mean by VPN? So if suppose I'm just connecting something, okay. So you can see some logo here, okay, something like icon you can see, and just click on that. You can click on that. So do you know that virtual machine? Did you connected remote machine even earlier? Have you connected that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ram, you did you ever about that?
Sorry, sir.
Okay, okay. So then you remember, you know, right, how to connect the virtual machine then, right? Okay. Now coming to the SAP system, okay. So again, if you go to here, okay, you can see that this is the login pad. This is the login pad. You can see that there is a version like 740, 750, 760, 730, 720. Like it's a version. Okay, so depends on that login pad. Maybe I just said right earlier, upgradations will be different SAP nodes will be implemented and different versions will be built. So this is also one kind of the version they are releasing. Okay. So now I just to open that. Okay, we have ECC system, S4 HANA systems and all, which will be there. Okay, so I just said that we have ECC. Okay, ECC and you can see that EHP 6, okay, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, like that. Okay, so like the versions are there. Even in the S4 HANA also. Okay, we have different systems like 19009, okay, 19010, like we have different versions are there. Okay, 1809, 1909, like that we have the different versions are there. So let's open that login the system. Okay, see, I'm just logging to the system. Okay, you can see here. Okay, the below it will display like that your user ID and the client ID. Okay, and that time, response, and transaction codes and all it will display here. Okay, so uh, when you log into the system, okay, when you log into the system, okay, you can see that. Yes, sir. Can able to see or not?
Yeah,
Yep.
we can able to see.
Okay, screen you can able to see, right? Okay, okay,
Oh.
okay. So if you can see that in the top there is a client name. So, okay, so this is very important. Okay, client. So it is common for everyone. Okay, so you need to understand that what client you are connecting. Okay, so and the language. Okay, different languages. Maybe you are if you are from the US, UK, Chinese, and you are from different countries, then you can use your own language keys and you can operate that. Okay, and the client, why it is very important, because so 800 is just some it is for the education purpose, the SAP which is provided. Okay, but if you're in the real time, what will be happen in the real time? Okay, so there will be like different servers are there. So we calling generalist landscape. Okay, so landscape is nothing but like okay, you might be have the development system, you might be have the quality system, you might be have the production system. Okay, so production system is nothing but like a live system it is. Okay, so what do you mean by live system production? So the regularly the client they are operating whatever the operations that they are entering in the live system. Okay, so all the data which is like how many purchase requisitions they have created, how many purchase orders they created, how many sales orders they created, production orders, and okay, cost, payments, all this information which is there in the live system. So this live system will majorly operating by okay will operating by users, okay, and core team members, okay, super users. So they are connected. Okay, majorly they are connecting this system to operate it. So these are all people, what are the users, core team members, super users, all these people from the client side. Okay, because I just said that production system is a live system. Everyday operationals they are entering on the information. So live system only operating by the client side. So then you can ask me question that, sir, do we have the access? Yes, we have the access, but that was a limited access. Okay, so consultants have the limited access. So what limited access like? Okay, display access,
Display access.
only display access. So, okay, so what do you mean by display access? Okay, I cannot operate anything. I cannot operate or I cannot change anything. I cannot create anything. Only can see that. Maybe if they created some purchase order, they say that I'm getting this problem, boss. This is the something which is getting error message. So can you please look into that? Then I can just go ahead and I can see the display of the purchase order. If they entered anything wrong in the PR or some RFQ or quotation where they entered something wrong, that display I can see. Okay, clear? And sir, in case if it is very emergency and even user cannot able to access something, okay, and I want to check that what happening in the system. So I need some I need some change access or something. Maybe I want to operate some. I want to create some purchase orders like that. Okay. So basically, in the live system, you should not create anything. Okay, one thing. But in case if it is emergency, there was something emergency which is there. Okay, then okay, we have the FFID. FFID is firefighter ID. Okay, so that firefighter ID will give the access. That is also again control limited. Okay, will give access to some transaction codes to operate. Okay, to operate. Again, you must be entered that when you logging with FFID firefighter ID. You must be enter that why you are entering this FFID and what is the transaction, what you want to do, and what changes you are planning to do, and do you have the approvals? Okay, so everything you have to be entered. Clear? Hello.
Sir,
Is it clear? Any doubts here?
yes, sir.
Okay, sir, no doubts.
No doubt.
What about Ram? You don't have any doubts here. Okay.
Sir, one time repeat FFID. What scenario used this one, sir?
Okay, so FFID is nothing but like if suppose I created one purchase order. Okay, so when I'm just created purchase order, okay, so you might be the user is not able to edit to PO. Okay, there is a like ME22 and it is not working. Okay, for him, by way he cannot able to edit. He is getting some error. Okay, so you want to see that error because he is explaining that, but he could not able to express that what exactly the problem which he is getting. So he want to be edit the PO. Okay, so then maybe you can use FFID. Okay, I'm just checking that. Okay, PO change. Okay, I'm just giving the approval and I'm just going to that system and changing the PO, checking that. So you will not do anything, but you will be changing the PO. Okay, you are just trying to change the PO and checking that what error you are getting. Okay, so generally in the production system, live system, we will not be operating anything. But in this case, so since we got a issue, I want to do some more analysis. What error they are getting if they enter something wrong or I want to do. Okay, then in that case, might be you can use the FFID and you can change the PO. Clear?
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 I'm just going with. Okay. Okay. So okay. Now, so this is the production system. Okay. Now in the production system, we will not do anything. from our side, it is all from the users and core team members, super users, they will try to do. Okay. Now coming to our parties as a consultant, we have the more on the development system. Okay. The development system and quality system, we are majorly on this one. Okay, so what we'll do in the
Sir, what is the T, sir? What is the T code for FFID?
FFID, they will be have the different IDs. Okay? Different transaction codes are there. It depends on the client.
Oh,
Okay? They
okay,
can
sir. Okay,
they are using different transaction codes. Okay, it depends on the client again. Okay.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. So now development and quality system. Okay, so what is the development system? What is the quality system? Okay, so again, when you're operating this production system, you might be have that the client ID number. Okay, so there might be have the pre-production and production also. Okay, pre-production and production both it is connected on the server. Okay, so pre-production and production. So what is the difference here? Pre-production is nothing but like backup after production. Backup of production. Okay, so if you want to do some regression testings and other thing, you might be do in the pre-production. Okay, so the data which will be available, live data which is available from the production system to pre-production system, they will do the every day they will take the backup. Okay, so why? Because why I'm saying maybe we are getting some problem in the production system, you want to be analyzed that you can do if that scenario is available in the pre-production. Okay, then you can take it up as a pre-production and you can do that analysis. Okay, so backup of the production system every day, one day backup of the system it will be there. Okay, clear? Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh? So if they are using, this is the client ID 02, client number is 020, it might be has a 010 like that. Okay, so just I'm giving the example. So both are the different IDs. So if I'm just connecting the production system, okay, if suppose let's assume that this is the production system. Okay, so if this is the production system, suppose let's say, okay, so this is the production system now. So here, okay, when I connected this one, you might be entered that client ID, client number. So that client number, if you entered the 03, okay, 020, so like you need to change like this one, 030, 020, like you need to be changed. Okay, which system you want to be created. Okay, I'll show you an example if you want. See, in this case, if you see that there is a 400, 500, 600 clients are there. Okay, so like everywhere you can see that different clients within the system. Okay. Now, coming to the development system and quality system, okay. So, out of this, so I'm talking about landscape, right? So, landscape is like development system, quality system, production system, three systems are there, and again, the development system, again, different clients are there. Okay, so different development system there are. So, again, we have that golden client, okay, development client, and the testing client. You might be have the some sandbox as well. If it is, might be, it depends on that. Okay, again, client, how they are going. So, what do you mean by golden client? What is a golden client? Golden client is nothing but like a configurations related. Okay, so as I said
Okay,
earlier,
sir.
Okay, as I said earlier, so from the consultant side, they are operating the majorly on the configuration. That means if you want to design something, if you want to create some site, plan, or company code, a purchase organization, purchasing group, or you want to do some control on the transaction. Okay, so the configuration will be done by our consultants. Okay, so the consultant will be operating the configuration. Okay, and what is the configuration? It would be useful to operate the transactions to users. Okay, so if I'm creating some PO, okay, if I'm creating some PO, okay, so there was a different my client is requesting that I have so many different types of POs are there: domestic PO, import PO, service PO, okay, and consumer POs, direct, indirect POs. So like they have the different POs are there. So they want to be differentiated. So then I will go to configuration and I will create a multiple document types, PO document type, so that they can use that. Okay, that document type to differentiate the process. Okay, so like what the client they requested, backend will be configuring that. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this golden client, okay, so only operating by consultant. Okay, and again I'm talking about here we have the functional consultant, okay, and technical consultant. So what is the meaning of the technical and functional consultant? So functionality level, if anything which we are doing analysis and configuration, and if you want to do anything, those kind of the things which will be operating by functional consultant, and code level changes and code level fix and code implementations and operating that will be done by technical consultant. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So if we want to be one example, if I have the mobile, okay, maybe chip level, if you want to be do something like motherboard which is corrupted, and maybe something speakers which is not working. Okay, if the what will happen, first they will check the functional consultant. The consultant will check that, okay, boss, what will happen? Is something which is can I restart like that, or can I do something? Deleting the apps and adding the apps and all. Okay, so that they will do. But the technically consultant, what they will do, maybe in the code level. That means in the board level, it is not, something which is not good, or it is something the connections which is wrong. Okay, so basically, the technical consultant will operate from the code level. Okay, if anything which is the problem at code level, the technical consultant will do. So the real time golden client will be operated by functional consultant, and development client. Again, development system is different, client is different. So we just calling as a client ID. We have the different client ID. Let's assume that golden client is 100. Okay, and development client is maybe it is like 200. And testing client is the 400. Okay, and maybe sandbox will be like 02 or something which is like 150 or something. Okay. Now, the system is same development system, but the clients are different. Okay, so which I said now, right? Just now I said, right? I will just connecting like this one, just connected like this one. I can see that different clients are available here in this system. I have the different clients like 400, 500, 600 clients are available. So like that. Okay, so so the golden so the golden client, which is completely related to configuration. Okay, that means we have the standard configuration. If you want to be operate something, okay, if you want to be set up something from the configuration point of view without help of the technical consultant, then you can do in the configuration. But if you want to do any code level changes, like I have designed my own style of the code, okay, I have designed something which is a restriction from the code. If you want to do something code level, okay, then we will be going with the technical consultant and they will do the code changes. Okay, so generally functional consultants are MM, PP, SD, PM, like, okay. So all the these are all the functional consultants, and technical consultants are the above. Okay, so above first they will do the code level changes. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Now, once the golden client and okay, you did the configuration and maybe technical consultant they will they did the code change. Now, what will be happen? You might be need to do the one round of testing, basic round of testing if you want to do that. You will be doing in the testing client. Okay, that is in the 400 client that you will do in the testing client. Okay, so here we'll do the basic round one round that we call as unit testing. Okay, so that will be operating in the testing client. Clear? So that means whatever the client requested, maybe if the client is requested that I need to create a domestic PO, I need to create import PO, I need to create some service PO, which I need to be differentiate the number, PO number, different PO number. Okay, I just need different PO number for each and every process. I want to be identify that. Then what you will do, you will be testing here in the testing client, okay, whether it is working or not working, or what we configured all this working or not. That we will be checking here. Okay, clear? So that is the testing client. Now coming to sandbox, okay, it might be how that or it might not be because it depends on the client. So this is something which is like a we are doing some exercise kind of thing. Maybe you are doing something scrap related. Okay, so whatever you want, you can do and you can try. Okay, maybe before doing to configuration, I just have a doubt something whether it will be work or not. So I can use the sandbox and first I will do in the sandbox. If it is everything it is working, then okay, then I can operate the same thing. I can do the configuration in the golden client. So golden client we don't have. We will not do any. We will not do any testing here. Okay, it is a in this client. Again in the development client also we will not do any testing. Only in the testing client will do. But in the sandbox you can do configuration and you can do the code changes. You can do testing all together here. It's like a just sandbox. Okay, you can do whatever you want. Okay, but depends again whether they have or not. That depends on the client. Okay, so the one sometimes the client they say that why you are the you are the expert in that, maybe okay, you are expert in that system, why you need again sandbox to trial something. They will say like that. Okay, sometimes what will do, you must show me that the scenario which we requested, show me in the sandbox if I'm if it is I'm accepting or it may be it is reaching to my need, then you can do the same in the configuration level, right? So it depends on the client how they are thinking like that. Clear? Is it clear? Is it audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Sir, one time repeat sandbox.
Okay, sandbox is nothing but okay. Okay. So it is like a scrap box here. Okay. So whatever you want, you can do. You can do. Okay. If you want to do, this is something like trial, trial and error. Trial. Okay. Trial box it is. Okay. Before you are doing that in the system, you want to do some trial and you want to check that whether it will be work or not. That you can do in the sandbox. Okay, so generally it might be have that sandbox. Most of the clients they don't have the sandbox because they are saying that you are the expert. Why you want to do some trial and that? Okay, you must be know about that what you want to do. So then they will not be have that sandbox. But sometime what will happen? They might be they were just thinking that okay unnecessarily changes unnecessarily if it is not working then it will be problem. So first they will ask that okay, you just show me in the sandbox how it will work. If they are accepted, they are okay, then we can do that in the development system. That means golden client. Clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is the development system. Now coming to the quality system. So it is the quality system. So what you mean by quality system? So whatever we did the changes, okay, whatever we did the changes and testing and all, you will be operating here FUT, okay, functional unit testing. Then you are giving to the client for UAT, user acceptance testing. So what will be happen in the quality system? Okay, quality system having that the user having the access and we having the access. So until if you're talking about that, okay, configuration will be going. We are doing in the backend. Okay, so the backend access only we have only for the golden client. We don't have in the other clients. Okay, if I'm going to testing client, I don't have access for the backend. Okay, configuration side, and even in the quality system I don't have the access. Okay, so that means only I can operate the transactions only, I cannot do any configuration in the quality system. Okay, so quality system basically it is giving to the user, okay, so boss whatever you requested, the transactions what you requested, all these things which is we are configured and we tested a one round in the testing client. Okay, so and I'm testing in the quality system as well, it is working, so please do the your side testing and accept that. Okay, so FUT will be performed by functional consultant. Okay,
Okay, sir.
FUT will be performed by functional consultant and UAT will be performed by users, super users and core team members who are there from the client side. Okay, this is from client side. Clear? So this is the one testing. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
so here it's completely functional consultant and technical consultant, and the quality system will be like it is functional consultant and users and other one, and the live system will be like majorly it is in the users only. Okay, so this is the tree landscape. It is like tree landscape. Okay, that means development, quality, and production. So first we'll configure in the development system, then we'll be moving the changes from development system to quality system, then quality system to production system. Okay, clear?
Clear, sir.
Now, now how the changes will be moved? Okay, how the changes will be moved from the development to quality, quality to production. Okay, so the first thing is if you want to move the changes from the golden client to testing client, testing system, sorry, testing client. Okay, so then even functional consultant they can do this one. Okay, so the functional consultant they can do with the transaction code is XCC1. Okay, so I'm talking where is the golden client or where is the testing client? Where is these two? It is there in the development system. It is there in the development system. Okay, so I'm talking about the internal system, internally transfer from the one client to another client. Okay, development system. Okay, in the development system, golden client to testing client, the changes if you want to be moved for unit testing and all. Okay, you can use the transaction code SCC1. For this, we don't need any other modules help. Okay, but if you want to move from the development system to quality system okay, and from again quality system to production system, okay, then you must be need basis consultant. Okay, so like here also one of the consultant in the in the technically, so they will do what they will do basis consultant having that control of the system, entire system controlling will be done by a basis consultant. That means if anything getting some problem in the system level, the basis team will be taking care. Okay, so it might be something which we are getting problem to connectivity. Okay, If I'm not able to connect the system, then that will be taken care by basis consultant. If I'm getting some dumps, okay, then they will be analyze that. Okay, so like basis consultant will be taking the system performance, system, okay, health and everything. Okay, so that is the will take care by basis consultant. Okay, so they will do the these transports from the one system to another system to another system. Okay, so they will do that transport. So that they will be using the transport mechanism, how they want to be transport from the one system to another system. That again, that is their scenario. Okay, the transaction code, so what they want to use, everything that will be taken care by from their side. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so but it is an internal client from the golden client to testing client, and we can take care directly. We can use SCC1 and we can operate that. Okay, the transaction code. Clear? And this again transports and again sometimes what will happen, they might be connecting directly development system to quality system. That means once your development system you release the transport, automatically it will be moved to quality system. Okay, there is automatic transport mechanism also it is there, and manual transport mechanism also it is there. It depends again basis team how they are how they are planned and how they are scheduled that it depends on that it will be moved. But what you have to do, once you created once your changes done and your tested everything, then you can inform to the user basis consultant, and they will be moving the changes to quality system. Okay, by using the their transaction codes. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you might be get some doubt here. Okay, so then I am doing the changes, you are doing the changes, and Sunil they doing the changes, some other people also they are doing changes. Okay, so how the changes knows, okay, which changes have to be moved, which changes I should not to move to the quality system, because at the same time production cleaning team also they are doing the changes in the golden client, and warehouse management team they are doing changes, quality management team they are doing the changes, other so many people they are doing the configuration changes. Then how the system knows that only my changes needs to be moved, how system knows that okay the basis team knows that what changes have to be moved. So that is the again we have the transport request, okay, tier number. So when you are doing the any changes in the development system, when you are doing any changes in the development system, the transport request number will be created. Okay. So when you are doing some configuration, the system will be recording whatever the changes you are doing, that in the transport request number. That is the identity number. Okay. So this transport request number, I am giving the reference to basis team. Only only more the these changes, what are the changes which is applied for this transport request number. Only you just perform, you just do the these changes to move. Clear? So that the other people whatever they're doing the changes, that will not be impacted. Clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So that is the transport request number. It will be like depends on the client how they are going. Sometimes it will be like something which is WGK, okay, something blah 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 1 2 3 something. Okay, this is like the number will be like this one. Okay, so that's whenever you're doing some configuration, the system will be creating one ID number. Okay? It is like it depends on that. Okay, again client how they are designed and the basis consultant how they are designed. It might be okay. I'm just giving that the figure how it will be like. You can say something which is like something okay like numbers. Okay, that is a transport request number. So this transport request number have the your changes. Okay, so if you want to be planned from the development system to quality and quality to production system, you must be use this transport request number. Okay, if you forget this transport request number, then again it's a problem. So you need to be very care on this transport request number. Okay, and this transport request number, when it is moved to quality, you must be do the entire testing. Okay, and confirming to the users, and the user will do the testing from their side, and if they are satisfied with that testing and what they are expecting is reaching, then they will confirm that, okay, I'm just approving this VAT. Okay, go ahead, go ahead. Then the production system, we can plan. Okay, we can plan the production system to live that, to move the changes. Okay, again, and this to move the any changes to production system without impacting that. Okay, so you must be take the approvals from the user side, and you must be take the approval from the IT managers and everyone, and they can move the changes. So every week they will be conducting that CAB meetings. Okay, so in the CAB meetings, you'll be presenting that, okay, these are the changes we are planning to deploy this week. Okay, so do we have that approvals and all? Okay, if we have the approval, then only they will be planning to move. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So any doubts? So this is the mechanism. Okay, how the systems will be work like this. Okay. So in the real time, might be you can just think like this is the development system, this is the quality system, this is the production system, like that. Okay. So depends on the clients. Okay, depends on their business process. They might be uh, other landscapes also. It is not only like three landscape or four landscape like. Okay, I'm just giving the example like it is three landscapes. Sometimes what will be happen? They have the BW system. Okay, and BW system have the separate system. Again, EWM system they have the system. Okay, then they have the SRM system separately. Okay, they have the okay, they have the retail system separately. Connectivity. Okay, they might be have the some third party systems also. Okay, so there are so many systems are there. Okay, depends on that. Okay, from our point of view, we are doing in the ECC system or S4HANA system. Clear?
Sir, yes, sir.
So any questions on this one?
Sir, why cab meeting? What is the purpose, sir?
CAB meeting, they will check that, okay, you are planning to move these changes, right? You are planning to move the changes to production system, right? So they will just validating it, what changes you did and whether it is impacting the system. Okay, if you want to move the changes to for production system, do you want to do any pre-checks and all? Do you have that approvals from the manager level and users level? Okay, and what plannings you after moving the changes? Okay, all these things they will discuss in the CAB meeting.
Okay, before production activity,
Yeah,
we need approval. That is
yeah,
cab meeting.
they will check that. It's like a group of people. They will validating that the changes to move the production. Okay, and they will be checking that what they need to be understand that what changes you are planning to move. Is that it will be impacted any systems performance or anything which did you did you completed testing? Did you completed the FUT? Did you completed the UAT testing? Or did you get the approvals and all? Everything they will validate.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, so that is the CAB meeting. So, so they will be they will be presented at 2 to 3 days before the production movement. That means if you're planning on Wednesday to move, today or maybe on Monday and maybe Friday they have the calls. Okay, so only whatever we presented the transport request numbers in the CAB meeting, only that changes will be moved. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
And there were some other terminologies like CD number, transport request number, RFC numbers that will be there. That again it will be technically. Okay. So what the meaning of the CD number? So the CD number entirely which will be tracking the in the system from starting to ending. That means when you configure this one, okay, oh, okay, did you perform the testing and all? Yes, you did the performing the testing. Okay, did you attach that document what you tested? Yeah, yes, you attached. Then it is moved to quality system. Then okay, after quality, then you did the FUT. Yes, if you did the FUT, then did you attach the document? Okay, I attached the document. Again, user acceptance testing. User tested that. User accepted that. User did the testing. User providing the document, the testing document. So everything they will be attaching. So that everything will be tracked in the CD level. So if you have the one change, if you have the doing 4 to 5 transaction transport request number, maybe it okay, because why? Because once transport request number is moved to quality system, okay, it is very difficult to change in the again development system. Okay, called and client. So if you want, but you thinking that it must be to do some changes in the quality development system. Okay, again you are creating no transport request number. So like if you created 10 transport request number for the one change, okay, to track that everything, there will be like CD number. In the CD number, they will be have the tier numbers, the transport request numbers. You saying that okay, this was not working, so which we tried, but there was some bug we identified that. Again, we are doing the configuration. So again with new transport request number. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So that is a CD number. There will be like CD number and all. Okay. CD number. In this CD number have the all the transport request and all the process steps and all. It is there. Okay. Clear? Any question?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, then I think shall we stop today? Hello.
Sir, please can take screenshot and share my our group, sir.
Okay. Okay. I'll share you. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So where is Sunil? Sunil, you are there? There you are in mute. I think. Okay, then I'll send to you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then I'm just touching here itself. Let's try. Okay, then. Okay, I just stop that. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Sir, send in a WhatsApp group, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yes. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sushil, you are there?
Yeah, I'm there, Ravi.
Okay, okay, okay.
You
You're
can-
okay, okay. So any doubts today in the class?
Not as of now. This process. Hello.
Yeah, yes, yes. Yes. Hello.
Actually, we are using the same process. What you explained today,
Okay.
but earlier, like I'm not aware. For this client, I worked with the same process. My doubt is like usually,
Mm-hmm.
if for Ariba, some cloud system will be there, right? For on-premise.
Okay.
So we have only one production system and one test site will be there. So mostly this Ariba test site to which system it will be connected? Uh, it will be connected with the quality, or it will be connected with the development.
No, it will be connected for all the systems. Okay. Each and every system they will be connected because you need to do the testing, right? So
Ah,
they will be have that even from the SAP Ariba. Okay, it is connected from the SAP development system as well. Okay,
okay.
because
For all the client,
uh,
it will be connected with the multiple systems.
yeah, correct, right? But you Ariba level, you have the testing client, right?
Yeah,
And
one test site will be there. One
so
test
that will
lamp
be
will be there.
yeah, that will be connected from the here.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
every because you need to do the testing from your end also, right?